Digital or cyber literacy.
Mayong buntag sa tanan, I'm Eleni Doloritos. Today we are going to present digital and cyber literacy. My group mates are Teacher Limbanganan and April Rose Clark. Technology has been part of everyone's life, be it at home, in school, or anywhere with every facet of our undertaking. However, in many instances, we may not be aware that we have been misusing or abusing it or any other way around. We may find ourselves being used together with other malicious motives using digital tools. Therefore, we may end up being liable or victim of such a responsible kind of technological processing and utilization. It is in this case that we must gain further understanding and application of digital or cyber literacy, be it on personal or professional merit. First, what is digital literacy? According to Wikipedia, digital literacy is the set of competences required for full participation in society that includes knowledge, skills, and behaviors involving the effective use of digital devices for purposes of communication, expression, collaboration, and advocacy. Digital literacy is an individual's ability to access both information and methods of communication through technological tools such as smartphones, tablets, laptops, and desktop PCs. While digital literacy is initially focused on digital skills and standalone computers, its focus has shifted to network devices including the internet and the use of social media. Next is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. These cyber attacks usually aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information, extorting money from users, or interrupting normal business processes. Implementing cybersecurity measures is challenging because there are more devices than people, and attackers are becoming more innovative. Here are some tips to protect yourself against cyber threat. First, monitor behavior on social networks. Before posting or uploading online, try to realize, does this need to be public, and is it worth the risk? Remember, not only what we share online is available to friends and family, but also to cyber criminals. Number 2, keep devices safe. Protect your technology tools by installing antivirus software, a configuration of settings on the devices, and by completing a software updates. Number 3, understand how best to use passwords. Passwords need to be complex and hard to guess, but can still be remembered. One strategy is passphrase, or a password that comes from the first letter of each word in the phrase. There is also a password manager to help keep track of all these passwords called KeePass, which is free of charge. Importantly, do not use the same password for all accounts. Number 4, handle unsafe content. Know exactly how to respond or react to unsafe situations online, such as suspicious emails, pop-ups claiming that your computer is infected, and BitTorrent sites. Number 5, consider safety for the future. Take individual responsibility in using devices with an utmost care and critical thinking when online. Cyber citizenship. Citizenship is an old value that is now applied to a new medium, the internet. It refers to being responsible when using the internet. Ways how to be a good cyber citizen. Be careful and critical for whatever you post online and that could be visible to the public if on a private page through tagging by a friend. 2. If you have a problem with someone, go to that person or adult to help work it out instead of posting your expression online. Number 3. Use the internet to help you with your schoolwork, but give credit to the sources you use and critically analyze everything you search online. Use the internet purposely to learn more about anything you are interested in, to help you research relevant and needed data of information, and to stay connected with your friends throughout the world. Number 5. Make sure you verify an information before you share it or use it in a project, and check on accuracy and truth and information you research on the web. Number 6, give out certain information only. Number 7, don't answer questions that make you feel uncomfortable. Number 8, always make sure you have told a reliable adult if you decide to meet someone you knew through the internet. Number 9, always be aware of copyright laws and give credit to whom an article or part of it's due. Number 10, use only the computers that you are allowed to use. Avoid hacking. Importance of cyber citizenship. It keeps the internet free from hurtful statements. It creates a culture of more reliable information. It gives provisions for people to be given credit for what they have created. Number 4, more criminals or bullies can be caught when kids are honest and talk to adults. Lastly, it keeps information private. Wise choices when sending messages online. First, make sure you have the correct address with proper spelling, correct link, and you are sending the information to the right person when doing it online. Next, check information before sending or posting any message and avoid false statements and information on the web or forwarding junk mail or chain letters to family and friends. Read what you wrote to make sure it is what you want to say and the other person would interpret it the same way. Keep your comments clean and don't confront others online or say anything that could be hurtful to them. Keep your personal and friends' information private and don't forward information that was just given to you without his or her permission. Watch out for spam and other fraud emails and never reply to them. If you are going to write something personal or private, think twice because messages can get misdelivered. 8. Adults should monitor kids' messages, especially when they are sending emails to others without permission. The 10 Commandments of Teacher Cyber Citizenship. You shall not post any personal matter, confidential information, and obscene pictures and messages online that can be accessed by students and parents. You shall not respond or tweet to any personal message created by students online other than school-related. You shall not let students access your cell phone. You shall not give your email password to students. You shall not use concepts and information from texts and references without the author's citation. You shall not post to any social media account for whatever purposes and pictures of students without their or their parents' consent. You shall not express sentiments, disappointments, and disagreements against superiors, colleagues, students, and their parents using their social media accounts. You shall not use data from internet sources in any documents like lesson plans, researches, and requirements without the consent of the author. You shall not give any personal data or others' information to anyone unless for specific purposes and given the content. You shall not post any student data publicly online, including academic rankings, school records, class outputs, and record of grades. Internet safety, online safety, or cyber safety means trying to be safe on the internet. It is maximizing the user's personal safety and security risks to private information and property associated with using the internet, including self-protection from the computer crime. Information security. It is sensitive information such as personal information, identity, and passwords are often associated with personal property and privacy and may present security concerns if leaked. Common causes of information security breaches include: first is phishing. It is a common type of scam of which the scammers disguise as a trustworthy source in attempt to obtain private information such as passwords, credit card information, and the like, through the use of fake websites that look identical and legitimate. Next is the internet scams. These are schemes that deceive the users in various ways in an attempt to take advantage of them. 3. Malware. It is a malicious software, particularly spyware, disguised to collect and transmit private information such as passwords without the user's consent or knowledge, of which it is impossible to determine whether a file is infected. The growth of the internet gave rise to many important services accessible to anyone with a connection, such as digital connection. While it allows communication with others, it also being grabbed by malicious users for bad intent. First is the common threats to personal safety. First, cyber stalking. It is the use of the internet or other electronic means to stalk or harass an individual, group, or organization through false accusations, defamation, slander and libel, intentional monitoring, identity theft, threats, vandalism, solicitation for sex, or gathering information that may be used to threaten, embarrass, or harass. Next is cyberbullying. It is the use of electronic means such as instant messaging, social media, email, and other forms of online communication with the intent to abuse, intimidate, or overpower individual or group. Online predation. It is the act of engaging an underage minor into inappropriate sexual relationships through the internet. Online predators may attempt to initiate and seduce minors into relationships through the use of chat rooms or internet forums. Number 4, obscene or offensive content. Various websites on the internet contain material that may deem offensive, distasteful, or explicit, which may often not be of the user's liking. Next is sextortion. It is the use of webcams for flirting of cyber sex. Often this involves a cyber criminal posing as someone else, such as an attractive person initiating communication of a sexual nature with the victim. Given the numerous ways a computer virus can spread, there are ways on how to ensure that computer networks can be protected. First, install antivirus software. Ensure that reputable antivirus software is installed on all computers, including all servers, PCs, and laptops. Next, ensure that the antivirus software is up to date. New computer viruses are being released daily, so it is essential that computers are protected by keeping the antivirus software up to date. 3. Employ a firewall to protect networks. A computer viruses can spread by any means other than email. It is important that unwanted traffic is blocked from entering the network by using a firewall. 4. Filter all email traffic. Example of emails with certain file attachments commonly used by computer viruses to spread themselves, such as .exe, .com, and .ecr files. This could be prevented from entering the network. 5. Educate all users to be careful of suspicious emails. Ensure that all users know to never open an attachment or click on a link in an email you are not expecting. 6. Scan internet downloads. Ensure that all files downloaded from the internet are scanned against computer viruses from one central point on the network. 7. Do not run programs of unknown origin. It is important to use a trusted surface or software requirements to be installed and ensure it can be accounted. Implement a vulnerability management system. It is important to regularly review network and the applications running on it for new vulnerabilities and a plan on how to manage them, either by patching or upgrading them using tools such as firewalls or intrusion detection systems that should be put in place. 9. Make regular backups of our critical data. There is need to keep important files on a removable media such as portable drives or tape for backup in the event that the network is infected with a computer virus. 10. Develop an information security policy. The creation and publication of information security policy is key to ensuring that information security receives the profile it requires in order to secure the systems and data. Monitor logs and systems. Regular monitoring of network and system logs can assist in the early identification of a computer virus infecting the network or other attacks by criminals. 12. Develop an incident response plan. The incident response plan outlines the roles and responsibilities of people in the event of a computer virus infecting the network or any other type of security breach. Lastly, restrict end-user access to the systems. Where possible, end users are prohibited from access to the system so that the virus will also be restricted.